Get those pens poised for an autograph because we're about to introduce you to TikTok's latest gymnast girl crush. And by the time we finish spilling the tea behind Olivia Dunne's meteoric rise to fame, we guarantee you that you're either going to want to be her best friend or just fully become her. Sit back, grab a snack, and let's start jumping right in. First up, the dawn of Olivia Dunne. Everything monumental that happens these days can trace its roots back to TikTok, and there's no exception in this case. 19-year-old Olivia Dunne has been an avid gymnast since the tender age of 3. She knows her stuff and she isn't afraid to flaunt it, and that's where TikTok comes into play. Like they say these days, if you want to go viral, then go TikTok. She somersaulted her way onto the app when she started posting videos of her flawless floor work skills, as well as behind-the-scenes footage of what it's like to be an NCAA athlete. The likes started pouring in and haven't slowed down since. Now with a massive following of 5.6 million on TikTok and another 1.9 million on Instagram, she's flipped her way to the top of the game and straight into our hearts. Everything she touches turns to gold, and notoriety of her college, Louisiana State University, LSU, where she's tumbling away during classes. LSU is gaining a pretty beefy rep of its own for always putting students first and supporting its NIL athletes through hell or high water. Potential freshers, listen up. Plus, it couldn't have hurt her chances that she had that all-American girl look about her. Coupled with her passion for her craft and an infectious confidence, she's got the ultimate influencer personality to get the fans roaring, and ratings soaring, which we're sure potential sponsors are super interested in. With her audience only expected to grow in the next couple of years, the sponsorship deals and endorsements are gonna keep rolling in, maybe even catapulting her into household name fame. But the clincher in her success story is and always will be the NIL deal and the NCAA. More on that later. Finally allowing athletes to profit off themselves. Without it, she couldn't be in the position she is, earning hand over fist. Next up, how much is she earning exactly? This girl shows no signs of slowing down anytime soon. Ever since the NCAA loosened their purse strings regarding collegiate sports earning, she's been raking the cash in by the fistful. She's WME Sports' latest it girl and their first ever NIL athlete, and has raked just over $1 million since she signed with them in August of last year. And WME Sports is no joke. They're big, like having Serena Williams and Novak Djokovic as clients big. Dunne's also got deals with Forever 21 and American Eagle in the works. And let's not forget the sponsored post on Insta. Those are a whole other ballgame. And the cherry on top of the icing on the cake, she's got a mid-six-figure deal with activewear company Vuori. And we got this hot tip from a Forbes insider, so you can count it being legit. We won't be too surprised if we see her on the Forbes Under 40 list soon. This girl is gunning with all pistons locked and loaded, but she's not all that swayed by the all-time fame and fortune, to be honest. All she really truly wants is to be a role model to younger girls and lead by example. Show them that this lifestyle can be for anyone as long as you can dream big and work hard. She may have all this newfound wealth at her disposal, but isn't it the message that she's putting across is what really counts? She's alright in our books. So what's next on the horizon? Dunne wins big yet again. The TikTok sensation's $1 million deal with WME Sports, a talent agency that scouts for sports, media, and fashion, is sure to be a cash cow for both parties. WME wisely picked her up right at the peak of her career, before anyone else could snag her. With this NIL deal secure in her back pocket, she'll be able to make millions of dollars over the next few years without sacrificing her schooling. To put it simply, the NIL deal allows college-going athletes to make bank off their name, image, and likeness, or NIL for short. They are now able to take sponsorship deals, get paid for posts, and even sign endorsement deals, market themselves and their brand without any inhibition. Before this, the NCAA, or National Collegiate Athletic Association, limited the amount of cash flow to the student, directing it instead into the deep pockets of the college/university they belong to. Student athletes barely ever saw the returns from all their hard work. But after the NCAA v. Alston ruling this summer, the NIL deal was born, and with it, the freedom to earn what they rightly deserve. And Olivia Dunne was the poster girl for the whole campaign, drawing attention to the drama through her socials since the day legislation passed. We could say it's because of her that it's finally come to this stage. Spilling the tea on Dave Portnoy's podcast, BFFs, Dunne said it's all thanks to LSU that she's even got the offer in the first place. They were able to coach both her and her parents through the entire process, and made sure she wasn't left high and dry after they signed on the dotted line. Dunne is set to make millions off this deal, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. Other related news. First up, calling all Popeye fans. And no, before you ask, our next video isn't going to be centered around the spinach-chugging sailor. Popeyes, the fast food chain, is opening a brand new location on campus in LSU, the home base of the gymnast of the hour, Olivia Dunne. Seems to us her influence is putting LSU on the map. LSU will be opening a brand new Popeyes Louisiana kitchen location within the 5 residential dining hall. Student, faculty, and staff were united for once in their lives to have the famous fried chicken being served, fresh off the fryer at their home campus. Man, just thinking about that right now is making our mouths water. The restaurant won by a landslide in a recent survey conducted on campus. According to Margot Shue Carroll, who serves the assistant VP for auxiliary services at LSU, this will be the first time that the Popeyes chain will be opening the doors on a college campus. Anyone know when LSU opens its doors to the enrollment this fall? Up next, there's a new TikTok gymnast in town, and he goes by the name Perfect flips. Fred Richard is an 18-year-old high school student from Staunton, Massachusetts, who might just be giving OG gymnast superstar Olivia Dunne a run for her money. With a following of over 360,000 people and counting on TikTok, Fred is taking the world by storm with his jaw-dropping flips on the mats and over his friends. He couldn't have said it better himself, risking lives till he's famous. Just make sure you don't risk your own life, bud. Otherwise, that dream lies dead in the water. Millions have seen their FYP blow up with Richard's crazy flips and jumps. And the guy not only has undeniable talent, but he's also got awe-inspiring ambition too. He's gunning to put men's gymnastics on the map and bring more attention to the often sidelined sport. But maybe he's already got that in the bag. Crowned the reigning US junior champion because of his hefty quadruple gold medal win at last year's Junior Pan Am Championships, the only way Richard sees is up. His next target is the 2024 Olympics, and he may be able to make that dream into a reality sooner than he may realize when he joins the University of Michigan this fall and will be up against the nation's top athletes and potential Olympic candidates. Forget Olivia Dunne, we think Simone Biles may have her work cut out for her, cause her male counterpart just entered the ring. Next, is there a TikTok music app in the works? Stop the presses! ByteDance, the company that owns the popular video sharing site TikTok, may have just filed a trademark application for TikTok music back in May. According to the filing, users will be able to share, play, download, and purchase music. Add to that option to live streaming audio and video straight from your bedroom, as well as sharing, creating, and collabing on playlists with friends and family. This is starting to sound like the ultimate Gen Z music sharing app. Sign us up! But ByteDance has another trick up its sleeves. If you're a resident of India, Indonesia, or Brazil, you can beta test a modded version of the TBD TikTok music app. It's called Resso, and it shares some of the playlist collab features we discussed above. This seems like the obvious next step in TikTok's world domination, considering what a big role music plays on the app. And this really puts the crunch on competitors like Spotify and Apple Music, who will have to work double time to stop TikTok from devouring them whole. That's a wrap for this video. Do you think Dunne's got a long, cushy career ahead of her, or has she hit her peak? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.